Jack is happy to say that his brother Mark is getting married this weekend. Mark was so thrilled to know that all his family could be at the wedding that he decided to buy them first-class tickets. And Jack and his family are flying out of New York the day after tomorrow. They have already packed and booked a taxi to the airport. And they're supposed to pick up their parents from their aunt's house where they are at the present moment. Jack knows that his father is going to make fun of him because he knows that Jack is afraid of flying overseas, but this time he has got first-class tickets and he's going to take advantage of their free alcohol policy. Then Jack and Mark are going to Mark's friend's house where his friends are throwing him a bachelor party. There are a lot of people who speak French and Jack doesn't know a word, but he's sure that after a few drinks it won't matter. And when everyone is a bit tipsy, they are ready to listen to Mark's love story. Mark and Vanessa met each other at the cafe where Mark comes to watch soccer games. He was so shy to hit on her when he saw her. Even he understood that he fell in love with her at first sight. But then, when he asked her out, she turned him down because she was in another relationship with someone else. Mark knew that guy, and he was sure that Mickey, a bartender, was interested only in one night stand thing, and Vanessa would break up with him at last. At first, Mark was devastated, but anyway, he decided to become her friend, and they went jogging, hiking, dog walking, and grocery shopping. And they even watched Star Wars together. And Mark had a crush on Vanessa, and he started seeing her in a different light, not as a pretty girl, but as a caring, gentle, and sweet person with a great sense of humor. And he was secretly hoping that she would change her mind about him. And just as he thought that his love would always be unrequited, things changed. Vanessa called him. She was very upset, and she said her relationship with Mickey didn't work out because they split up. Mickey wasn't ready for a serious relationship. The one thing he wanted was to have a simple, fun affair with no strings attached. And that day, Vanessa knew that he was making sex with his co-worker, and later it turned out that co-worker was his wife. So he was cheating on both his wife and his girlfriend. Vanessa realized that Mickey was a lousy boyfriend, and she was sure that her decision was right, and she would never regret her choice. After a few weeks ago, Mark had the courage to ask her out, to ask her for a date, and she agreed. That was how it all started. Of course, they have had a lot of ups and downs, and after a few weeks of their going out, Vanessa went abroad for a semester. It was very hard to maintain long-distance relationship, and although Mark visited her at least once a month, and they chatted on Skype every day, it was very hard for him. He missed her like crazy. And as soon as she came back, he asked her to move in with him. And there was a long period of their getting into fights because of their domestic chores, such as doing the laundry, making dinner, or cleaning up. Because it was not easy to get used to each other's preferences and routine. She got mad at him for leaving dirty dishes in the sink, and he couldn't stand it when she crammed all his closet with her clothes and his bathroom shelves with her shampoos and cosmetics. But eventually they learned how to deal with all their misunderstandings. And one day he was passing a toy store on the street where he saw a really cool train set with tracks and stations. And Mark was ready to buy it just at once without knowing the price. And as he was staring at this train set through the window, there was a lady with a little boy whose eyes went wide with excitement. And Mark understood that he wanted to go into that toy store with his own son and to buy that train set for him. So instead of going into that toy store, he went straight to a jewelry boutique and bought the most beautiful ring he could find. He didn't want to wait any longer, and he booked them a table at her favorite restaurant. And when they went in there and ordered some drinks, Mark got down on his knee and asked Vanessa to marry him. When she said yes, all the people sitting at the other tables burned into applause. The only thing that upsets Mark now is that Vanessa doubts if she is ready to have a baby, because she says she has a lot of things to consider, and the first one is to prepare and get her master's degree. And of course she is a little scared to put on some weight and to feel sick in the mornings. But anyway, Mark is going to support her no matter how it goes.